Greetings, everyone. So the next quiz, quiz 14, is on Huffman codes. And it's always the same thing. And so I want to do one example, but I'm going to do a really big example. It's actually a homework problem that I didn't solve, but the solution is in the back of the book. But the solution actually doesn't show you the tree, it just gives you the codes, which allows you to reconstruct the tree, by the way. But let's work it out. It's going to take us some time. But that way you see all the various things happen, because if you do like 3-4 letters only, then certain phenomena might not occur that you would be a little bit worry about what to do or what not to do. So let's get to work. Now the first thing I'm going to do is, you see, we have the whole alphabet here, and we have here frequencies that go in the 10,000s, because that's how it is. And in fact, there are even rounded numbers. I think if you add them all up, it doesn't add up to 1, it adds up to 0.9999. Okay, but so it's cumbersome to keep writing these numbers, and so what I'm going to do is, first of all, write the frequencies in 10,000s. So instead of 0.0817, I'm just going to write 817 for the first one. So what I mean to say is, I'm going to not look at any leading zeros here, because that way I have a little bit better can see what's going on. Because why keep track of information that is always the same, right? It doesn't help us. Okay, so I'm just doing this now to help me visually later on. Really make sure that I should perhaps do a little bit bigger here. It's perhaps easier, but yeah, that's easier. Q, remember Q is very few, is only, so this, what this means, this number means in 10, if you have a page which has about 10,000 letters on it, on average there will be 9 Qs, 102 Vs, 264 Ws, etc. So that's how you interpret this thing, right? Of course, that is just averages, right? This doesn't mean that this is actually any given page is exactly has this property, but you can. Okay, sorry, I could have prepared this before I started the video, but I'm gonna do it now. Okay, and also we're gonna. I have the feature of cutting and cut and paste, so I'm gonna start messing with my moving my trees around, as you will see. Okay, let's start. What we have looked for is the two lowest, and that in this case that is Z has frequency 5 here, so out of 10,000. Like I'm not going to keep saying that, right? And Q has 9, so these two have to be combined, right? I don't think there's a J, and that's it, right? Yeah. So Z and Q. So let me circle them now. So these are the two that I want to work with. So I'll make it here. The biggest one, so biggest to left. Oh yeah, so by the way, these two, sorry, this is the message that I want you, once we have the tree, you have to encode this message. I will always ask you to encode something and to decode something. Now, if you make a mistake, you still will have a tree and you will be able to encode something. However, if your tree is wrong, then this might not come out the way you was supposed to be, but we'll see. Okay, so where are we? We have Z and Q has to go left because that's the biggest. So here is Q and here is Z, and now we're gonna write the frequency of the top is now the sum of the two is 14. So think of this as we have a bag of letters. We took all the letters on a page, we put them all in a bag. There are 10,000 of them, and so we put the Q's and the Z's together, and there are 14 of them. Okay, that takes care of those. So I'm gonna now scratch them out that we don't get confused by them anymore. Let me do it this way. Okay, what else is there? There is 10 and 15. 10, 15, right? But I also have 14. 10 and 14 are actually, they should go together, right? This is though the lowest, but then this is the next lowest. So I have to join these two now, okay? And this one has 14, the other one has 10. So this means this will be, which one was it? Sorry, I should have circled it. J, right? And so these two will come together, and that's 14 plus 10 is 24. Okay, and then I get rid of the thing here, because at the end, as you'll see, I have to keep track of everything, and it's gonna. Okay, so J is gone. Next is 15x and 24. They're only the only two-digit ones, right? The other ones are all. Oh no, there's also K. We should think of K. So I keep scanning and see what are the letters that are gonna appearing soon. So, but for now, it is J together with X. And sorry, I mean not J. The three that we have together with X, and X will be to the left, to the right, because it has less frequency. So it is now 39. Okay. Okay, what's next? K. K is there. Is there anything else? No, I think it's K. And K is actually bigger. Okay, so I'm running out of space here. So I'm going to move. No. Why do I keep myself always... I don't know how to do this. I keep... No. Okay, so I should have started a little bit lower here. Okay, that's fine enough. So K, let's circle K, that we know where we are. 80, that will be on the right. So what this means is, K is not a letter that is very frequent in our alphabet, but it is more frequent than Q, Z, G, and X together. So here is K, which has frequency 80 together with 39 is 119. Okay, good, good, good. Get rid of this thing here. This one was also nothing, right? Okay. What else? So K is gone. Let's get rid of K before we get confused. Now let's look. We're all in the hundreds. So what we have here? We have B is 145, G is 182, P is 156, V is 102. Oh, X. No, X. Sorry, I did X. Almost got freaked me out here. Let me see here. Things so far good, yeah. And what else? V is 102. That's one of the lowest of, and I think that's the next lowest is my tree that I have here, right? Okay, so, and which one is higher in value? The tree that I have. So V will be at this side. Okay, and so we have the value of V, that's 102 plus 119 is 221. Great. Okay. So that's in the 200, so the couple of hundreds left, let's mark them. 145, that was B. G, that's a bit more. P, oh, V is gone, let's do that. Keep forgetting to do that. So I think I have to put P together with B, and P being the slightly more frequent than B, so I'm gonna put these guys somewhere here. P and B, so B was 145, P is 156. So if I add these, that is 290, 301. Good. So there goes B and there goes P. Okay. There's also still G, and G is now the lowest. And what else is there? Now we have to look in the 200 range already. We have Y here, also W, but that is more frequent than Y. M, G. Wait, oh G. Did I do G? No, I haven't taken care of G. Oh, G, 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 G. Okay, right. I'm going to do G with Y. right? Oh, yeah, because this is slightly bigger. So G and Y. No, wait. No. G and F. Sorry, this is lower than that. Okay, G and F. Yeah, one mistake and you have to start over, or at least you have to go back up until where you should have changed it, right? So we have to be very careful here. G and F. Those two have to be put together, so they will form a new tree that I'm going to put somewhere here. F is slightly more frequent than G, so this will add up to 139,391. Good. So let's get those out our list. What do we have? C still is there. Y. Y wants to be part of the game. I think Y and my tree here are now up to, right? The tree that I have, the big tree on top here, is slightly bigger in frequency than Y, because Y is 211. So altogether they will be 432. 432. Okay, so Y is also gone. Then we have still two in W's, named two in the 200s, sorry, that is M and W. These are the only two left in the 200s, right? Oh no, C. Oh, whoa. C and W. I have to look for C and W. Yeah, okay, C and W, right. So, C and W. And W will go to the left, because he is more frequent than C. Kind of surprised me a little bit. I would think there would be more C's than W's, but okay, not. So, and together, well, I don't want to make mistakes here when the numbers get bigger. 248 plus 264. 264 is 512. Okay, so C and W are gone. There's still one, what do we still have left? We have M left. Let's see, what are our trees? Our trees are in the 300s. Oh, but there's a U, that's 304, but this tree is 301. So, together with M, this is going to be the next thing that we need to do. Okay, so, yeah, so, all right, and what this comes where? So I'm going to do M, and M is slightly less frequent, so M will go here, and then this will become, what am I doing? 301 plus 277 is 578. M and right, there's only one. Yeah, it was get a little bit confused here. Let's get rid of these side things because I need to look at the size of the numbers and I don't want to get confused by any numbers. So we have, what do we have here? Let's look at the trees. There's still one here of 300. There's still 300s in here. This one is also 300. And that's the lowest 300. There's another one here. So these two, the U, oh, which one? 391 is less than 397. So it's U and that tree that will come together. This is the FG tree. Okay, so, and U, what is U? 304, well that's less. So this is where U will go. Okay, so we have 391 together 304, so that is 695. Okay, and let's get rid of this 391. Next, we still have this L, and then that's the only one in 300 range left, and then we look for 400 range. There is D, and there is also this 3 all the way on top, but D is actually slightly less, so okay, so it will be L together with D. Okay, so this will be a new tree. Let's see, L is 397, that is less, so here's L and D goes there, and then we add them up. me do this with what is it? 397 plus 431 828. Now, okay, so professor, you say, well, how are you going to all do this? This is so much. No, I'm not going to ask you this long a tree. And also, perhaps for me to see where, if you make mistakes, it would be better if you keep the frequencies. The reason that I'm erasing frequencies at these in this internal non-roots is because I have so much information that I have to deal with. But if you have 5-6 letters, you don't really need to erase them. So that way I can see a bit better how you did things, and especially this is all in case you make mistakes. Then I give you partial credit. Okay, so let's move on. We have now dealt with D and L. So we have this top tree here. That's the next one that has to be done something. And what else? Well, we have this tree also, right? So we have right. So this tree and these two trees actually have the lowest value. Even these other letters are even more frequent than all these letters, than these letters or these letters combined. No, not both of them combined. Anyways, so this means what? This means that this one has to go on the right, so I'm going to do my cutting. And this, of course, is something you cannot do on a quiz. So that's why I'm saying I want you to write these things a little bit better. Okay. But you won't have to deal with so many different nodes. Okay. So if I add that up, it is 944. Okay, and what do we do? Well, nothing, we didn't use any letters. So what else? Now we have a 1 tree of in the 500 range, but there's also some letters in the 500 range, namely R. But that's the only one. Okay, R is slightly less frequent than this guy here, the tree that I'm now going to move. This is something weird that it does it. It keeps flipping over. Okay, here. So where am I going to put this? I'm going to put you a little bit down here. I'll collect you. Oh, no. Okay, and what was R? R was 572, which is slightly less. So R will come here. Okay, so we have 578 plus the frequency of R is 572. 578. 578 plus 572 is 1150. Okay, so we have now done R also. So in the 600 range there is M, there is S, there is H, there is I. And do we have any trees? Yes, we also have this tree here, but that is rather high, 695. So let's look at the lower ones here. So S seems to be, of all the 600 ones, slightly less frequent than H. So we're going to do these two, S and H. So I'm going to put them here. H is slightly more frequent than S, but that surprises me. There are more H's than S's in English. I guess, I don't know, because S is used a lot in plurals and in verbs and so on. Okay. Who am I to question this? 628 plus 668, 1296. 1296. So we have now also H is gone, S is gone. So we have two more 600s left, and they are still smaller than the three that I have, so also N and I need to be combined. I have the feeling I made a mistake. Can I redo this, guys? I took H and S, and I made a mistake, right? Because it's not H, it's N. That is the least frequency. Okay, let's up until we are, I took S, but the next smallest is N, not H. So I made the wrong choice here. Okay, so this means now instead we have N and S. And so together, 662 plus 628 is 1290. Okay, so we have N and S. Yeah. The reason that I know I made a mistake is because I actually solved the problem before. So I'm just checking each time because it's so easy to make a mistake. So if you do it yourself, of course, you have much more time. You can do much more, pay attention to things. And again, it won't be that many. Okay, the reason that is because there are so many numbers that you have to look at that you get really confused by the numbers, right? We have only one tree of values in the 695, but these two H and I are actually less here. So these two are now going to be combined. I put them here. Which one is more? I. So H comes here. So we have 689 plus 668, that is 1357. Okay. So also H and I are gone. So what do we do next? We have a 781, and what do we have in trees? We have a 944, 695. I think we have to combine this tree with the letter O. So the letter O here has 781, which is actually more. So O will actually be on this side, and then so you have 695 plus, and the frequency of O is 781, 1475, 1476, sorry. Okay, what do we do? Oh, okay, so O is gone. So we have less than 100 are now A and T are the only one less than 100. We also have two trees that are less than 100. Let's see. I think A and this DL tree are the two that we have to combine, right? And A has a slightly less frequency. So here will be A, and then we put them together. Yeah, this is going to be bad. I'm not going to be able to move these guys. Okay, we'll figure it out. 828 plus 817, that is 1645. Okay, so this takes care of A. Okay, then what else is there? They're all in the 1000 except the big tree on top and T. And the big tree on top is slightly bigger than T, so that one I'm going to have to combine with T, and so I'm going to have to cut this again. Oh wow, this is not going to work well. I should have put these guys here, so I have to move this away, out of the way here. Let's move this guy out of the way. Here. Yeah, these are even sticking into my picture, so I'm going to move this here. Let's see whether I'll be able to do this tree. I want to make sure I have everything. Okay, so I'm going to move you all the way down here. And where you... Yeah, that's the thing I don't want to do. I don't want them... I just want to drag him. Shh! I'm sorry. Why is he keeps enlarging? I just want to... that's why I shouldn't drag on these corners. Sorry guys, this tools, it's not something I do very often. So this was what compared to T. Oh, this was the bigger one. Okay, so T will go here then, and then we combine them. And so this is T, don't forget to write it. So we have 944 plus T was 905. 905, so this is 1849. Let me double check here that everything is still kosher, because this is a huge big tree, so I don't want to mess too much with it. Okay, yep. So T also is gone. So there's one more letter left, that is 1200. Is there anything that is less? Yeah, that this PPMR tree, but that's the only one. So now the PMBMR tree, which I'm now going to move up here. No, that's not from me, that's not from my, oh, that one. So the PBMR tree, what about it? It's actually less frequent than E. Okay, so you have to go this side, because E will come on the other side. So it will be E, and so we put this together here, here. So this means that if you look at a page of 10,000 letters, if you count all the P's, the B's, the M's, and the R's together, that's less than there are will be E's, statistically, right? So we get 1150 plus 1232 is 2832. Oh, did I did that correctly? It's hard to do if these numbers are not next to each other. Okay, we are done with our table, so now we just have to look at the trees here. What? Wait, 1232. Ah, yeah. I was a little bit worried here, this one, but it's slightly bigger, so it was correct. Okay, it was correct. We did the right thing. Now we have the 1290, 1400, 16, 1800, so it's these two guys here. Oh, no, these two guys. I didn't see the little guy down here. So, okay, I'm gonna move you around. You go here, because what is it? No, this guy has to go to the left, so it's better to do it this way. Okay, and then we put them together here, so that will be 7, 14, 5, 6, 2647. Okay. So what else? We have a 1400 tree, a 1600 tree, and an 1800 tree. I think the 1400 and 1600 are the ones that have to come together. So this tree, now of course, again, if you don't have a tool like this, you have to all recopy these things, and there's always a danger in copying, right? You can always copy something wrong. So okay, I'm not gonna do this in my head anymore. 1476 plus 1645 is 3121. What else? We don't forget the big guy in Bitbon, 1800. Yep, you're gonna be up together with the one here, this one here, and unfortunately the order is wrong, so I'm gonna first move this guy around. This is the smallest at the moment. Why it keeps flipping? Okay, so you go here, and then this one, right? Yeah, this one. Olé. Can put it a little bit closer, right? So we have 2382 plus 1849, that is 4231. What is these two? These two have to be put together now, and again they are in the wrong order. For luck is not with me. Okay, I'm gonna make it a little bit like that. You're not on the right height. Should I do that? No, let me not do that. It's better to, so I'm gonna move them all a little bit here. I think it's nicer if I keep everything on the same. Try to keep everything on the same level, but it's not necessary, but it's always nicer to see how things line up. Okay, so this one will have now 2647 plus 3121, that is 5768. 5768. This is the bigger one, and this is the smaller one. So the way to put together, now of course, to do that, I'm gonna have to make them smaller. So I'm gonna reduce their sizes now. Whoa, I even have to do this. Okay, so this is one of them. Okay, this is a smaller one, right? So I can go there, and then this one. I don't want to drag around these things here, so let me first. Okay, now. Okay, and let's reduce it also a little bit. So you come here now, try to. Okay, and then all together. So this was nothing. Let me go back. And then finally here, put them on top. And if you add these two up, 5, 6, 7, 8, and plus 4, 2, 3, 1, you get 99999. As I said, one letter we couldn't read. I don't know what you think about it. This is just rounding errors. If you don't want that, you have to work with 5 decimals, and I don't know whether you're up to that. Okay, so this is how our English alphabet would be encoded. Now, well, this is the first step. We have the Huffman tree, but we still have to make the code, and the code is done by. Well, first of all the frequencies are no longer necessary, so I'm going to try to erase them. Don't know whether it always will work without destroying anything. Okay, I won't be able to do all of them, but just as much as I can. Okay, this one here perhaps. Okay. All right. So what are we going to do? The coding now is through the edges, and the code always will. If you find what is the code for the letter B, let's start with that because we want it biggest, right? So what is B? Well, we locate B, and then we say how do we get to B? Left, right, and so on. And right corresponds to 1, and so these are 1s all, and these are left is 0. So let's mark each edge with its direction, because that's how you're gonna call our paths, right? Okay, I think this is a little bit confusing here, so this one should go. I think I marked everything. So B, for instance, how do we find B? Well, this is B, and how do you go? It's not, be careful, it's from the root to B. That's the convention. Because when we decode, that's also what we do. This would not work because, well, that's not really true either, but this is the convention, let me put it like that. So what is it for B? We go 1, 0, 1, 0, 0, 1. So 1, 0, 1, 0, 0, 1. That's what I said, right? Yes. Okay, I, biggest, we're gonna do the word biggest, right? Okay, so I. For I, we locate I. I is, where is I? Don't tell me I don't have I, guys. No, I know I have it here. So that is 0, 1, 0, 0. 0, 1, 0, 0. Notice that this is much shorter because I is much more frequent, that we get rid of these colorings, that we can look back at the frequencies. Okay, compared to I is a rather frequent number. Okay, the most frequent, of course, is E, letter, I mean, sorry. There are a few there are slightly more than you have H and I, they're all in the 600s, and then you have A and you have T, they were very frequent numbers, but the most frequent was E. And we will see that they have the shortest paths. So I has short part 4, a part of length 4, level 4. So what about G? Well, G is less frequent, so G will be much lower. That's 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1. So 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1. Okay. E, and this is the most frequent number and letter. And you see it is one of the ones that has a very short path. There is one more. The next frequent number would be A, and look at T. T is the next frequent number, and you see it also has a path of length 3. Okay, so these are the two: 1, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, S and T. Right? We just did T, 1, 1, 1. So let's do S. S is here, and it is 0, 1, 1, 1. 0, 1, 1, 1. Okay, so how would you write the word biggest? Okay, so biggest, you just combine this all without any spaces. That's the whole point, right? We don't need to indicate where one letter starts and the next one begins, because it is unambiguously read this way. Don't forget we have two G's here, right? Well, this is biggest. It's a long string, but if we would just have used the ASCII code, where every letter is indicated by a string of length 5, binary string of length 5, to indicate the numbers from 1 to 26. So that would be 5 times, and how many letters do we have? 7 letters. That would be 35. And how much do we have now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 24, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30, 1, 2, 3. We didn't gain that much, 32 versus 35. So I would say not impressed. It might also be because we use letters that are a little bit less frequent. Notice B and G are rather long codes. If I would use words like set and ties and so on, that would be much shorter. So this is perhaps not the best, but it is shorter, as long as we agree on that. And this is only one word, right? So remember, we are supposed to do a whole page which contains 10,000 of letters, and here we only use 7 letters. So it's not. It does make it much shorter in the end. Okay, so let's now decode this letter, this word here. Oh, no, don't want that. Oh, here it is. Okay, let's bring it a little bit more down. Okay, so how do we do that? Well, as always, you start, now these are directions, okay? And so let's read these directions one at a time. It's very hard for me to do this simultaneously. I don't have nice animations like that. So I start with the 0 and I start on top. I have to go 0. Then I have to do 1. The next one is also a 1. Then it is a 0. Then it is a 0. Then it is a 1. But there is no 1 because I have a leaf. When it's obvious, right? I see that's the I. So this tells me, sorry, something is not right. Oh, sorry. I copied this original question wrong. There was an extra 1 here. So I thought this was an I. I knew it was wrong because I know what the message is, obviously, right? So, that's just because I copied the wrong message. There has to be an extra 1 there. How does that make much of a difference, you say? How can it be that different? Well, let's see. 0, 1, 1, 1. Oh, it was actually an S, and we had to stop there. So it's here, and then it was an S. Okay, then we start all over again. Sorry. Oh, I erased my S. That's something I didn't want to do. Okay, so 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, and so on. So, okay, 0, 0, and now a lot of ones. 1, 1, 1. There's no more 1, so it stops there. So it actually stops here. And that was a U. Good. Okay, so next letter. We have to start with the 1 now. I hope I didn't accidentally erase anything. No, okay. Sure, 1, that means going this way. And then there's another 1. And then there is a 0. And then there is a 0. And then there is a 1. And that stops at C. So I'm done here. So my last letter was a 1 here. So this is that. That is a C. Okay. So, all right. What is me? I wait. I'm so sorry, guys. I messed up again. This was on the test. I'll make sure that I do the right thing. There's another 1 missing here. This was how it's supposed to be. So okay. So here was the end of C, and now we have 1, 1, 0. How is this? How did I mess this up so badly? This should be. You know, guys, this is so wrong that I'm gonna do it over again. I don't know. Let me write it again because this is what it's supposed to be. I have it here correctly. 0, 1, 1, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1. So this, okay, sorry, no. Let me not do it that way. I'm gonna repair it as I go along because otherwise I'm still making copy errors. So this is not right here. What this is supposed to be, this should be a 1 here. Okay, let's do 1 at a time, which is the same as the previous letter C. Okay, then okay, so then I completely forgot something. There's something missing here. So here I have to cut it from here. What is missing is 1, 0, 0, and then it's 0, 1, 1, 1, and then it is 0, 1, 1, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 0, 0. Okay, I think it's now correct. Okay, so the next instructions are 1, 0, 0. 1, 0, 0. That is E. Okay? So this is E, and it goes up to there. Then we start with 0, 1, 1, 1. That is S. So this is S. Well, the next 3 arrows, 4 arrows, is the same thing. So this must also be an S. Okay, success. Okay, that's good. That's good. That's promising. What is next? 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 0, 0, 0. Let's see. Where does it lead us? Oh, I should have done this first. Sorry. Okay, so 2 zeros, 2 ones, 2 zeros, 2 zeros, 2 zeros, 2, 1, 2, 2 ones, 2 zeros. Oh, that ends me in an F. Okay. This is where the F ends. Okay, then is it the same thing? No, it's not the same thing. So it is something else. Let's see what that else is then. 0, 0, and then 3 ones. 0, 0, 1, 2, 3. Well, it could be that I need the other 0, but I see it doesn't actually. It's the U here. I don't know in advance which of these letters are, how far I need to go, right? So so we have now 0, 0, 0. Oh, I'm sure you know what the next letter is going to be, right? Keep forgetting to erase this. Okay, so let's see what is the last letter. 4 zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then why does it do that? I don't want you to do that. And then 1, that was an L. Okay, successful. With a lot of effort, but we got there. Okay, guys? I know the quiz itself will be much, much less, like 6, 7 only instead of 26. But this way you see how it really works and how complicated it can be. And I just want to point out now that we have this thing here, because it's not so easy to make it, so I should actually keep it for myself also, this tree. You see here the levels are, it's kind of leveled, I think. And you see that these are the letters, the least frequent letters are sitting all the way in the bottom here, right? Okay. And then as you go up, you get more and more frequent letters. Here, most of the vowels are in here, you see. Then the T and the E. Now, no, be careful. A lot of these are not leaves, so they don't characterize anything. So the only on level 3 are T and E, but then there are a few on level 4. That is R. No, that's the only one on level 4. No, that's not possible. No, I guess so. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, sorry. That's yeah. Sorry, it's a little bit out of sync, so it's hard to see it. I have to draw lines. Then I guess I could do it this way. So this is one level. This is the next level. These are the next levels. These are all the next levels. Be careful here. Here. I think I did this correctly. Okay, and then there is the line that I have there, and then there is this line, this line, this line, this line, and that's it. So Z, look, how long is Z? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So just to encode Z, you need 10 characters. Let me double check here. I want to make sure that I didn't make any mistakes here. 3, yep. So you see that some letters really, like if you want to talk about zebras, a piece that's on zebras, this is not going to be very good, because you have, each time you have to say the word zebra, it's going to be already 10 characters long. But then the E is only 3, so that saves you there. Okay? Okay, I'm going to stop here and